Good morning, everybody. Today I thought I'd do a quick video on how to find ingredients for cranberry relish. As we all know, cranberry relish gives you a boost to XP, and that XP boost can be anywhere from 10 to 25% depending on what mutations and if you're on a team and perks and all of that. But your base is going to be 10% and you can get as high as 25%. So, that being said, let's get into where to find the items. The first thing we're going to go after here is going to be sugar. Now you can find sugar throughout the wasteland, but I have found that going after snaptail reeds is the easiest way to get sugar. So if you go to the wayward and come down to this creek and run alongside of the creek, you'll find an abundance of snaptail reeds. The best thing to do is to have green thumb equipped while you're doing this. That way you get double the snaptails. I don't have it equipped right now because I really don't need that much sugar. I have a ton already stored, but you get the idea. Just run along this creek and pick up all the snaptail reeds. And that is going to make your sugar, which is an important ingredient in snaptail in cranberry relish. So you just run along here, pick all these up, and you're going to follow this all the way down to the Vault-Tec Agricultural Center, basically to the end of the stream. And once you get to the end of the stream, you've picked them all, and then you can make some sugar out of them. Now you can go back to your camp and head to your cooking stove or fire pit or whichever you have, and you can craft sugar. It's under plants, sugar, and as you can see, I made quite a bit there, and I didn't even use the green thumb perk. Now you can go up here to this lighthouse and head down that stream towards Morgantown. You can find a bunch of snaptail reeds there as well. All right, now we're going to go after some cranberries. Go up to Aaron Holt Farms, which is the safest place to gather them. Once you get there, you're going to want to go around the farmhouse. That way you don't have to deal with the wolves, and down towards the pasture there. You're going to want to kill as many of the insects and stuff as you can kill before you start harvesting, and make sure you have green thumb on. Then you'll pick these, and you actually get quite a bit from this area. I want to say like 10 or 12, something like that, maybe more. And once you have all these picked, then you're going to want to head down here to the cranberry bog. Now, this farm is going to be a little bit of a challenge because there are some mirelurks around and a mirelurk queen in the pond. So you're going to want to kill all of the enemies before you start searching for it. I had a little bit of trouble finding her here because she didn't want to come out. So I just kind of killed some of the other ones first, hopped down in the bog, and then fired, and she came up. So there she is. I'm going to kill her. And I'm struggling. It's always fun. So we'll try to kill her. Hopefully accomplish that task. I like to come over here and hop up on this roof, lure her over there, and then just blast her because you're kind of safe up there from anything else getting to you and her. Kill a few more. And then we'll switch back to green thumb. Now we'll go in here and we'll collect all of these cranberries. Now there's quite a few in this pond. You just got to kind of walk around. Sometimes it helps if you have marsupial, you can kind of jump up and see where you are and if you missed any. You'll see me do that here in a few seconds. But overall, you're going to get quite a bit of cranberries from this pond. I think at the end of this, I ended up with 50 cranberries between the two farms, which is plenty of cranberries. Unless you have a lot of gourds and a lot of sugar, you're probably not going to be able to craft that many. So it's going to be way more than you can craft. But I also like to use it, being as I run herbivore, for cranberry cobbler, which is just keeps my food up. Plus, that gives you a little bit of experience too. So you got that. And yep, you can see I had 50 there. Now, as for gourds, you're going to want to plant gourds in your farm. I already have some here. Some of them needed repair, so I picked a few and repaired those real quick. And once you get those repaired and you pick all your gourds, now you can make cranberry relish. If you don't have the gourds in your farm, I'm going to show you where to get them. You come down to the barbecue place, and once you get there, you're going to want to turn to your right and go in between those trees there and head over to this broken trailer over here. And from the broken trailer, you're going to want to turn to your right, kind of even with that gap, and walk straight out. And there's your gourds. Pick those, and then I recommend going and planting those in your farm. That way you'll always have a steady supply of gourds. Now we found everything we need to make cranberry relish, so let's go make a few. We'll get in here, make a few cranberry relishes. Now I recommend having the cryo freezer, which you can get at Crater for I think $12.50 gold bullion. And that is going to keep your cranberry relish, your brain bombs, your blight soup, all of that kind of stable. That way it doesn't decay and you don't end up with mush. So there I put all of my stuff in the cryo freezer, and that's how you make cranberry relish.